Well, hello to you, our dear viewers of Capuchin TV, and welcome to the Family Faith Show, whereby we get to interact with the youth in various ways.
Let's stop judging people according to their tribes.
We present to you fresh perspectives, exciting conversations, engaging debates, Bible trivia discussions, showcasing of talents such as singing, dancing, art, and so much more from guests who keep it real and authentic.
Sasa wewe, nitajuaje hautanihat? It's true that human nature covers us.
So buckle up, because this season is about to be epic with me, your one and only host, Susan Bulemi. Keep it locked right here on the Family Faith Show every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only on Capuchin TV. Well, hello and a very good afternoon to you, our dear viewer of Capuchin TV, from wherever you're tuning in from. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Family Faith Show with me, your host, Susan Bulemi. So today we'll be having a very important and interesting discussion, which is on double life reality in campus. And most of you may wonder what you mean by this. You're going to be talking about why a lot of students, especially in campus and the university institutions, have the pressure to try and fit in, why they always try to lose their authenticity and try to live with the pressures online, or also pressure that they are given by their friends and their peers. So I am joined here in our studio with wonderful guests who are going to shed more light on today's topic, since they are students, or some of them are former students in campus, so they're going to shed more light on today's conversation. But before they introduce themselves, our dear viewer, if you'd like to engage, if you'd like to participate in today's conversation, remember you can always send us an SMS via our SMS number 21760, or rather leave us a comment on our social media handles and your message will be delivered. So without further ado, I'd like to give my guests the opportunity to introduce themselves, beginning with the lady.
Okay, my name is Lilian Kimanthi. I'm an alumna of Zetech University. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, Lilian.
My name is David Kiprotich. I'm an alumnus of Zetech University too. Yeah, I was doing media and journalism.
Okay, welcome, David.
My name is Yvonne Onuso, from a student from MKU. Yeah.
Okay, welcome, Yvonne.
My name is Ryan, and I'm a student of Tangaza University who is getting ready to graduate very soon.
Okay, welcome, Ryan. You're welcome, and thank you for being here on today's panel. And today, like I had mentioned earlier, our topic of discussion will be about living a double life in campus. And that topic is something that is very common, very known to a lot of our campus students, because a lot of them struggle with this, right? So maybe just to break the ice, maybe beginning with you, Ryan, maybe you could explain to our viewers what we mean by living a double life.
Living a double life basically means you are living two different lives. In school, maybe you are an extrovert, you go to parties, but at home, you portray this chill, introverted character, so that your parents maybe can view you as a well-mannered individual.
Okay. Yvonne, anything else you want to add to that?
For me, just think it's just the same thing. As per my perspectives, is whereby one person lives two separate lives at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
David.
I think my colleagues here have defined it in a better way.
Yeah.
It's a situation whereby you are trying to live a different life from the life that you are showing maybe in school and the life that you are showing at home, or when you are with your peers, with your parents. Yeah, it's that kind of life. Yeah.
Okay, to me it's basically the same. It's just living a different life, like the life that you show as in public is a different with your private life. Yeah.
Okay, now all of you have really described that very well, and I'm pretty sure now our viewers have now started to relate to today's topic. Now, my first question would be, what do you think are the reasons that a lot of campus students feel like they need to live a double life? Or maybe what pressure do you think they are going through for them to want to live a double life? Ryan?
Based on my observations, many campus students live double life. Okay, so in school, they live this certain type of way, and at home, they live in another different type of way. So in campus, they live that different type of way. Most of the times is to maybe impress his or her peers. Maybe going to parties, going to events, these things that they go to. Most of the time they do that so that they can impress their peers. While at home, they can't tell their parents, I go to parties, I go to events, because it is not welcome in a current African household. So at home, they show that I don't go to parties, I only go to church, but in campus, it's totally opposite. So it's to impress the people who are in that environment. If it's home, you do this so that you can impress your parents or family members. And at campus, you do this so that you can impress your peers. Yeah.
Yvonne, what do you think are the reasons why a lot of students in campus want to live a double life?
I feel it's because of fear.
Yeah.
A lot of youths in campus, maybe the parents are strict, so they may not do a particular thing at home, but they can be able to do that specific thing at school. So I feel like fear of parents can lead to that. Yeah.
David?
According to the way we live when you are in campus and the way someone lives when they are at home, I would say most of it is influenced by maybe peers. Maybe your parents don't want you to do certain things, so you avoid doing them when you are around the parents. But when you are with your friends, maybe they are at school, you end up doing them. For instance, going to clubs and everything. Yeah, maybe your parents have raised you in a way that they don't expect you to go to clubs. They have raised you in a way that they are just expecting you to go to church, you know. So you may find that you have to maintain that double life in order for you to fit in. To fit in at home and to fit in while you are with your peers. So I guess most of it is because of peer pressure or the urge to fit in. You always want to fit in both sides. So I guess it's all about the peer, your peers. Yeah.
Lillian?
Okay, to me I'd basically say it's caused most by peer pressure, because when you see, maybe when we were in first year, like we were innocent, like we were basically doing what our parents directed us to do. But when now we gain the knowledge in campus, now we meet new friends, new ideas, we explore more. Now there is where the problem comes in. Now we are taught different things that you are doing apart from what you used to do at home. So in order to fit in the society of school, you have to live a different life, like double life. Because when you go home, your parents had not taught you how to do this. So you'll expect to behave in a certain way that will please your parents, and you're in school, you'll also behave in a way that will please your fellow students. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. What I'm taking from all of you is that a lot of campus students are doing this to fit in. Okay, why do you think, or rather, what are some of these things that maybe students are engaging in for them to have this urge to fit in? Maybe what are some of these activities, and is it really a must?
So those activities are like going to clubs, maybe gaming, online gaming, attending events like concerts, taking drugs. Yes, these activities, somebody joins campus and sees other people doing these things. So he or she tells himself or herself that in order for me to fit in this group, I am supposed to do what they are doing. So he or she won't care. They will just do whatever the group is doing so that they can fit in. And of course, it's not a must for you, because these things, even if these things are there and many people are doing them, there are still other people who are doing things differently. And if you don't go to clubs, if you don't go to concerts, if you don't take drugs, you won't die. So it's not necessary.
Yvonne, what are some of these activities? And okay, I don't know, you might say it's not a must, but a lot of people might say, because they are trying to pardon me, to survive their campus life, because this thing has been normalized. Yvonne, do you think it's a must? And okay, what are some of these activities that go ahead.
The activities. As for me, first, I may not go to the activities first. For me, I feel like these the campus students, most of them, is lack of making a wise decision that lead to that. So, like, let's say, for instance, this one person is a church leader, something of that sort. And maybe he or she involves in activities, secular activities, like so that may lead to bad, not making a wise decision. And that may lead to bad activities.
Okay. David, is there anything else you want to add to that?
Okay, you know, when we're talking about the two sides, when someone is trying to fit in, it's not just about the bad things. It's also about the, like my colleague has just said, Yvonne has just said, there is also the church, like people influence each other in different ways. So someone may be influenced to go to church. You know, I may go to campus as a Catholic, like someone who has been through Catholic or through Protestant, but when I'm in campus, someone changes me and tells me, let's go to this church. Let's go to Catholic this time. So there are different influences, and that's why we say it's you to choose the decision for you to make. So mostly we talk about how people change from going to church to drinking, and we forget that there are also people who change from drinking to going to church from home. Maybe at home, your parents are used to maybe having, like, you know, your father drinks, you know, maybe your mother also drinks. So when you go to campus, someone else changes your perception about life, and you have to fit in both sides. So if you go, like, you decide, I'll change and I'll start going to clubs and everything, that's a decision that you have made. So we cannot talk about the activities and forget the positive ones, considering that there are also people who make such choices. So it depends on the choices, and I would say mostly it's all about how your parents have raised you, what you see in them, what you take from them. That is also a very big influence to a child or someone when they go, because you are a teen. Most of them go to campus when you are a teen, you are 17, 18, and of course you are prone to being influenced by other people. Yeah, I guess it's all about decision making. You can make a choice, positive or negative. Yeah.
Okay, to me, to add what my colleagues have said, I can say most, like, the reason for changing most is because of maybe the freedom that we are expressed, we are exposed to when we come to campus. Do you know, when we are in our parents' houses, we are not given freedom. Like, I can say when I was in high school is different from where now I come to campus, whereby I have my own freedom. I tell myself what to do. I have my own timetable. Like, I tell myself, now wake up and go. Now it's time to sleep. Now it's time to do what, and etc. But when I'm in my parents' house, like, there's a timetable that I'm supposed to follow. But now when we are exposed to this freedom, and also the company that now you start exposing yourself to. No, some of the students, when they come to campus, they are, let's say, they are innocent. But when now we are exposed to this company, maybe we go to these hostels, now we meet these students, we start exploring their lives, we start interacting. Now we see, like, you'll see a person living a different life from the one you are taught. And maybe that person can influence you and can tell you, hii kitu ni poa, si ujaribu. And from that anxiety of just wanting to try new things and wanting to explore, you find yourself doing these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And before we move on to maybe the next question, I would like to hear personally from all of you. Have you ever maybe been in a position where you maybe changed your personality, or you've not been your authentic self in front of maybe your parents or even your friends? Starting with you, Lillian.
Okay, to me, I'm not lying because, you know, like, kila kitu yenye tunafanya, si kila kitu yenye mzazi anajua tunafanyanga. You see some things your parent may ask you, unafanyanga hii kitu, and you'll be like, no, hata sijui hiyo ni nini, but basically you do it. To me, something yenye nilichange, naweza sema, labda sikuwa nimeonja pombe nikikuwa kwa nyumba mamangu, let me say ukweli, but vile nilifika campus, but once it ni kila, like, you be responsible.
Okay. David.
Okay, personally, you know, I wouldn't say I changed my, you said what? Personality, but you always add a different personality to the one that you have. So, of course, when I was at my parents' home, there are many things. You are just from high school, many things you've not done, you have not been seeing different things, you have not been in such a position to do or whatever you want. So the one that I always say I gained from being a campus student is getting in the house like after, okay, kukiwa na giza. I don't think nikiwa kwa mzazi that was easy because, you know, I'm a football fan. Games are played at night, the Champions League games, anything. So I want to go and watch this game, but your parent will tell you, okay, just go, but kwangu kwa kuingiange mtu saa 4, you know. So now in campus, like, I can go watch this game mpaka masaa nataka, because watching it at, like, in the house, it's boring. So naweza watch your game until the time I want. Then I go home peacefully, getting, no one is questioning me. So I guess that's something that nasemanga I really changed, because getting, like, kukiwa na giza, that was not my thing, of course. Yeah, that was out of question, out of topic. Yeah.
It's that point where when you get home late, your parent tells you, Rudi kule umetoka.
You know, but at least I'm off that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yvonne?
For me, as I feel, all of us over here, we have Gen X and millennial parents.
Yeah.
Probably it's the same things. Huwezi fika kwa nyumba late. Hiyo ni kesi.
Yeah.
So, and then me, I feel like my personality that I changed maybe in campus, kuwa mtruthful. I feel like si kila kitu utaambia mzazi ukweli. Did you go to class? Yeah, nilienda. But all in all, you know, by the end of the semester, you will do exams. Yeah, utajua venye utashughulika. Like, I feel, see, it's not the same way that in high school, you could be asked, why didn't you go to, I don't know, school in time, something of that sort. And here you are just all alone. You are the one who is supposed to plan yourself. I'm supposed to go to class. At the same time, I'm supposed to run a certain errand, maybe in town. Yeah, so I may opt going to town, not going to class. But when your parents just call you in the evening, did you go to class? Yeah. Yeah, at least that one, nimepea.
Okay. Ryan?
Personally, I don't think that I've changed my personality. It's that hii personality yenye niko nayo sahi naambiangu tangu nikuwe mtoto nimekuwa hivyo. So I've not changed. Something that I've changed maybe ni habits that I used to do nikiwa maybe before campus na sahi. Because before campus, maybe when I was in high school, I used to have unhealthy habits. Kukula sana. I used to eat a lot. I used to be so big. But joining campus, group yenye nilipata niko I got to join a group which people watch on their health. So sahi most of my campus friends tunakuanga watu tunapendanga physical activities. So even that's the time that I joined the gym, nikaanza kufanya physical activities, of which imenisaidia sana. So campus mimi nasema nimechange hiyo nini ya habits, kwanza kukula. I used to eat so much. Sasa nimepunguza na najua imenisaidia sana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe I would also share. Personally, I think I would say I have changed maybe my personality, because I feel like before I joined campus, I was more shy, or rather I never used to talk that much. But after I joined campus, I became a social butterfly. So for someone who did not meet me during my campus time, and maybe the last time you saw me was maybe in high school, you would be surprised and wonder, nowadays she talks a lot. And so I feel like we all have that phase in life where we change, even if it's not in a bad way. So people might assume it's living a double life, but with time, with age, and also more exposure, you get to change a bit, right? So speaking of the pressure, we talked about receiving peer pressure, and that brings me to the aspect of social media. We've seen that a lot of people also live, I would like to say, a fake life on social media. Maybe whatever they post on their Instagram, on their TikTok is not really what is happening, you know. Maybe we could talk about that a bit, Ryan, and I would like to begin with you. In terms of social media, do you think it really plays a huge role in leading to a lot of people not being authentic and living a double life?
Yeah, a lot, because everybody in social media, if you're active in social media, in posting, you always have that picture you want to portray to your audience. Even if that picture we mwenye unajua usi mimi. So unapata mtu ana okay, girls, wasichana.
Lillian is already laughing.
Yani msichana unapata msichana filters hiyo ndo kitu hadi nasemanga.
Yeah.
Filters unapata anatumia filters mingi lakini real life unaona huyu na huyu wako so different ndio nataka kuonekana hivi.
Yeah.
Na sasa hiyo inaleta that unrealistic picture cause hadi wale watu wanakuona wewe umewapatia image false, maybe this very beautiful lady.
Yeah.
So kuna mtu wako kule nje anasema mimi pia nataka kukaa hivi. So pia anaanza kukukopi. So unapata these days people or like many people wanataka kumimic that fake life of which mimicking that fake life wewe mwenyewe unaanza kujisahau. So unapata you are not yourself at some point. So unaambiwa maybe unaenda mahali unapatana na some of your friends walafu wanakuambia siku hizi umekuwa different, personality yako imekuwa different cause unataka kuonyeshana that fake nini of which cause si realistic. Sio kitu mzuri cause mimi nasemanga twende vile uko. We all unique. That's why sisi tumeumbwa differently. That's what makes life interesting. Cause sisi wote tuko unique.
Even social media.
Social media has made people to unakwanga tu umekaa chini ukifikiria I've not even started making it in life. Cause these people maybe you can get someone is having a GLE. In reality the GLE doesn't belong to the person. But you mwenye sawa si content creator you get that pressure. You like this nigga has a GLE and me I don't have even a demo. I've not yet made it in life. Like social media has made, even if social media people fake life, the faking of the life make people in reality feel like that they've not made it in life.
David?
Okay, social media has a lot, what I can say. And I won't say social media is so, okay, like it's impacting us so much negatively rather than positively. The thing is, there is what you will take from social media. So, for instance, like Ryan has just said, the problem with most of the people right now is they always want to look like someone they saw on social media. So, and I won't say that affects men. Men, we just see, mostly we see social media posts, this nigga bought a GLE, like she said, or this someone bought maybe a new car or a new, like something new, a new iPhone, and it won't affect me so much. So I guess this is affecting our girls so much because at some point you realize that girls want to imitate those they see on social media. Like recently we saw someone bought a Range Rover. So a girl will be questioning herself, why can't I buy the same Range Rover at this point? Why can't I wear makeup like that? And that's why it's affecting people in campus, the young people in campus. So mi nimekuja campus hata sijui kujipaka makeup, sijui hata kutumia gloss. Sijui kutumia like these things you don't know how to use them. Umetoka labda pale Bungoma direct from Nairobi. Mtoka Kisumu and you are here, you see someone anajipaka. Of course you'll start doing the same. And that is something you have just taken through social media or through seeing someone doing it there. But mostly social media, I can say it gives the wrong impression when you are interested in doing what that person is doing. Like you want to have certain relationships that you see on social media. Those things don't happen in real life. Why? Because those ones you see on social media are scripted. Someone said they are scripted. So I cannot, like you want to prank me. We are in a relationship. You want to prank me like someone you saw on social media doing it. And those are the things that are destroying most campus relationships. Why can't you do me like whoever those people are doing on social media. And I guess that's a problem, a big problem. But again, I said, social media can affect you in positive ways rather than the negative ways. Because you can see that person, feel like, oh, I really want to be like someone like Rashid Abdal. I want to do like whatever Rashid Abdallah does. I want to do that. Not the ones that you see, oh, I don't know which TikToker did what, and then this happened during their life, and this and that. Like, you can take the positive things. So I guess it's all about the mindset, because our generation is cooked. Yeah. So it's all about the mindset. So our mindset has changed compared to the people that were before us, although the social media was not so much common. So I guess it's all about mindset and what you take from social media. Yeah.
Lillian, how do you think social media is leading to students living a double life?
To me, I can say the most striking part is like we have left our authentic lives, and we want to live according to social media. We have left our private lives. We have left our own, like sisi tumejisahau. And you know, the problem is you want to look like, let's say someone like Ambare, and aujui Ambare kitambo afike hapo, the journey that she has taken ndo akuja afike hapo. But the problem is tunataka kupata pesa ya haraka, and that is what is affecting us. So social media kwangu naweza sema it has led more on us living a double life, because you want people on social media to see you in a certain life. So let us say, like, for example, hata nitumie example yawa, when we go to their social media handles and we start scrolling down in their social media posts, like the life that wameweka hapo, most is fake. So hata unaweza uliza mtu hapa like life ameweka hapo, even a certain picture, bila kumwangalia kwa karibu, unaweza uliza na huyu ni nani? Yeah. I think that is why most ndo inachangia sana. So, and again, what is inachangia sana ku live a double life pia ni juu unaona vile watu walikuwa nasoma na wao high school, when you go to their social media pages and you see vile wanaendelea, kila mtu unaonanga anaendelea vizuri until you come to meet this person in person, like mnapatana uso kwa uso, ndo unajua enyewe mtu aendelee vile nilikuwa naona kwa social media. Yeah.
Thank you so much for all your views on that. And maybe our dear viewer, apart from our wonderful guests that we have here today, we also got to talk to some of the students from Nairobi Institute of Business Studies, commonly known as NIBS, and this is what they had to say about today's topic of discussion. Take a look.
A double life here comes in whereby a situation whereby there is something we call the fear of unknown. Fear of unknown comes in whereby, for example, let me say I have a lady that I'm dating, but the lady has got high standards, you know. So this lady, actually, I'm trying to fake life to this lady, but I fear that if I make things open to this lady, the lady will divorce me. So I will have the fear of unknown. Maybe she will take it negative or positive if I open up and tell the lady or the girlfriend whom I actually is. Yes. Okay, one, it will bring about laziness. You won't be working hard. Most of the time you will want to be like you are rich and you are not. Yeah. You won't have that time of thinking of whether you can hustle somewhere, find some little money, maybe from small retail business. You will always want to fake your life. Yeah, so it will lead to laziness. Yeah, and it will put you into a quagmire. Yes.
My name is Irene Mwangi. I'm a journalism student at NIBS Technical College, pursuing diploma in journalism and mass communication. Okay, so double life in campus, I think it's all about comparison, and a lot of students compare themselves with others. Like I might compare myself with my friend, and maybe they come from a rich family, and maybe I come from a humble background, but maybe I'm not proud of it. So what I'll do to avoid maybe the frustrations of not affording what other people are affording, I compare myself with other students, and then I live a life that maybe I can't afford. Yeah.
Okay. Journalism and mass communication at NEBS Technical College. The reason why some students would like to live a double life, let's say first of all is peer pressure, wanting to be the same as other students. This person looks like this and I also want to look like them. That may cause somebody to live a life that is not actually theirs. Another reason is fear of missing out. I don't want anything to pass by me in the college. You know, this is happening, people are going to the clubs, I don't want to miss out on any of that. So I force myself to do them even if I don't want to, so that I can fit in. Yeah. Some of the consequences may include depression, having to constantly think about how I'm going to look like this other person. Let's say this somebody else is a rich person with rich parents and can afford everything they want. On the other hand, I come from this humble background and I can't exactly get this other thing that this somebody else has. I'll think and maybe, you know, come up with really bad ways of getting to achieve that something that I want in particular. Yeah, it can lead to depression in one way or another. Yeah, I'd rather stay true to my own self. I mean, I stand out, so I don't even have to try fitting in.
That was great hearing from those students, and clearly they had quite bold opinions on today's topic. And there's something they mentioned about the consequences or some of the effects of living a double life. And maybe I would just like us to discuss on that. Beginning with you, Ryan, what do you think are some of the consequences or what are the results of you trying to live a double life, especially in the aspect whereby you're doing something negative, not like the positive, like whereby we were saying you started going to church. In terms of the negativity, maybe what do you think are some of the consequences of living a double life?
One consequence, negative one, one I think is disappointment to your maybe parents or the people who are funding for your education, because maybe your parents know you as this focused, well-behaved child. Then you go to campus, then you are the actual opposite of that. So because they know you as the well-behaved and focused student, hawafuatili mambo yako. So wewe ukiwa campus unakosa kufanya zile vitu unafaa kufanya. So at the end of maybe those 4 years ujipate you have not completed your your education, your course. So during the 4th year yenye wana expect you graduate, they come, then they find that au graduate. Wanajuanga huyu ako sawa lakini haja graduate, so unawa disappoint, na from that trust yako kwao, watapoteza their trust in you na wataacha kunini they won't trust you again, so it will break that trust na bado utawapatia disappointment. That's actually one of the worst negative side effects of living a double life.
Okay, Yvonne, we've had, please go on.
First, I think it may lead to academic decline. As maintaining double life isn't that easy, and you may focus on the other life and fail to focus on your academics, and this may lead to poor performance in school. Hence leading to disappointment to your parents. And also double life may lead to mental issues like depression, stress. You know, handling double life isn't easy, and this may lead to depression because you are overwhelming yourself, fitting into a particular thing that you're not, that it isn't easy to fit into.
Okay, thank you, David.
The double life, of course, will cost you a lot because there is no way I can focus on, what do you call it? Like I'm trying to prove myself to my parents, like I've not changed, I'm the same person. But at the same time, when I go back to my peers, I am a different person. Now I have to prove to them that how much of maybe a clubbing person I am. And of course, you won't party when you're at home. So I always say it will affect you more so those who live far from Nairobi. Like you are here in school in Nairobi, then you go back home, maybe somewhere far, somewhere where you won't see these big clubs. So you may end up depressed at home, feeling like this is not my place, although that's where you've been raised, that's where you came from. So living this kind of double life is a lot of hectic. It's hectic to people, to the young people. And of course, when you are living a double life and most of it, you're doing the negative things, such as taking drugs, you are always clubbing. I've seen people who have already gotten addicted to these things. So the addiction will, of course, catch up with you. And when you are addicted, let's say you are in a place where you can't get these things easily. Now you have to go maybe far, or you may not get it. So addiction will be a problem. You've seen people trembling because they have not taken alcohol. So just imagine you are in a place where you can't access alcohol at all. That's a problem. So I guess this double life standard, or even the urge to want to be like someone else, will affect you so much. And at the end of the day, you won't meet your goals because you're always focused at looking at what people are doing, trying to be like them. All I know is you take like a step. Maybe someone inspire you. You want to be like them. Let them inspire you. Work. Don't try to make it an easy thing. Like actually get Forex. You don't know the Forex thing. You just hear people say Forex. You just hear people talk about I do Forex. So take the long cut, I guess. The shortcut is not always the right answer for the young people when you are in campus or from campus. Like focus on doing what you feel is good for you.
Thank you for that, Lillian. Briefly, consequences, and also as you talk about the consequences of living a double life, also give us your parting shot as you conclude, since my director is telling me we're running out of time.
Okay, to me, consequences, I can say maybe financial burdens, whereby we find like we are struggling to access the money in order to set these double standards. So the problem comes whereby we can get even depressed. So depressions, anxiety, mental health issues, they lead most because of these double life standards. Yeah.
Okay. Any final thoughts you have on today's topic as we conclude in one sentence?
Okay, my final thoughts, maybe I can tell students who are listening as out there.
Yeah.
Like what I can tell them is live your life the way you want, not the way people want you to live. Thank you.
David, final thoughts in one statement.
In one statement.
Yeah.
I would say whatever you think is good for you while you are at campus, that is just good for you because you are a student and you're expecting your parents to fund that kind of lifestyle. When you are outside here, you learn that the life you are living was not good for you and you can't fund it maybe. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. Final thoughts?
Trying fitting into a certain group may destroy your future. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Ryan?
Just be you. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't try to impress people. Don't change your personality just to impress people. Be you and use your own character so that you can maybe impact the world in a better way in future. So don't change for anyone. Be yourself as long as it's not hurting anybody and as long as it's not affecting you negatively. Just be you.
Okay, thank you so much for all you have had to say, all of you. And maybe if we could read few feedback that we are getting. We have Moravero who says she's following, and we also have Martha watching from Kisumu at Diocese. She says this is a very nice program. We thank you so much, Martha, for watching and tuning in. And also finally we have Teresia Rafa who says she's also enjoying the program. And that is all we had for you here at Formally Faith Show, our dear viewer. And maybe all I can say is just to echo on what our wonderful guest had to say. You do not need to have the pressure to fit in. Just be you, just be your authentic self, and everything will work out. I know it's a bit difficult, especially for our young people who are joining campus or already in campus, but at the same time, our guest had said earlier, if you have the capability to make the right decisions, and also most importantly having self-discipline, will enable you not to fall in the traps of living a double life. So that is all from me here, Susan Bulemi. Until next week, same time, same place, have a great week ahead, and also be blessed. Well, hello to you, our dear viewers of Capuchin TV, and welcome to the Formally Faith Show, whereby we get to interact with the youth in various ways.
Let's stop judging people according to their tribes.
We present to you fresh perspectives, exciting conversations, engaging debates, Bible trivia discussions, showcasing of talents such as singing, dancing, art, and so much more from guests who keep it real and authentic.
Sasa wewe, nitajuaje hautani-hurt? It's true that human nature covers us.
So buckle up, because this season is about to be epic with me, your one and only host, Susan Bulemi. Keep it locked right here on the Formally Faith Show every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only on Capuchin TV.